Dalton.
Ah, the lovely Miss Amada. How can I help?
Cut the crap, Dalton. I'm sent... an operative your way, along with some files to your computer.
I'll be ready.
Not for this one, but I trust you'll get it done. We haven't had a security breach like this in years, and never on my watch. I'm sure I don't need to remind you that this situation demands discretion. I was elected CEO when my predecessor, Itaru Saito, was proving to be incompetent. He was jeopardizing our relationships with both the Freestar Collective and Benjamin Bayou, which would have made doing business extremely difficult for Ryujin. Just look at our position. We're based in Neon, a city controlled largely by Benjamin Bayou. And Neon is inside the Freestar Collective, controlled by the Council of Governors. I think the answer is obvious. The Council of Governors is a group of political and corporate elite that oversee the Freestar Collective. They institute the laws and have the Freestar Rangers to enforce them. And, of course, Administrator Bayou is one of them. We caught hostile operatives with Ryujin Tech a while back, and linked them to the Freestar Collective's Council of Governors. Saito was enraged. He wanted more than the usual compensation from the Freestar Collective. He wanted the truth. When the truth was refused, he went after Bayou, accusing him of knowingly condoning the Council's actions. The compensation should have been enough. To this day, I can only speculate on why the truth was so important. In an ideal world, yes, it's a goal I look toward. But a move like that isn't something that happens overnight. Unraveling the complex relationship would be years of work. So until it's no longer beneficial, I'm content to take it slow. I've been the CEO of Ryujin Industries for over 10 years now. I've also been lucky enough to continue and grow its success since I took the position. Dalton is our Chief Security Officer. He oversees everything. Employees, network, information, even the tower itself. Since I promoted him, we've decreased our security breaches by 96%. Only a handful of competitor operatives have set foot in the building, and our physical security was able to quickly subdue them. Ryujin has many enemies outside of the corporation. To be an enemy within and avoid detection takes a certain amount of skill that only so many of our employees possess. I do have suspicions, but feel it's too early to say at this time. Neuroamps make some people nervous because they can enhance your ability to influence others. But with the external appearance, people can always be aware of those who have them and may be using them. An internal neuroamp would be unnoticeable. Should it be used to influence someone, that person would be none the wiser. Our latest line of neuroamps were created to help with the user's self-image. They can boost confidence and the ability to communicate and think critically. Those types of improvements in competency can easily help influence others.
I don't do idle chit-chat.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Good. You're here. So, thanks to your work in Sidonia, I'm told someone here has leaked information on Project Dominion to our adversaries at Infinity Ltd. A mole within the company means a failing in my department. We're initiating Security Directive Theta, which means a full sweep of every employee in this building, Masako and myself included. Directive Theta allows for a third party to conduct the sweep. This way, the results can be objective. It's certainly a failing. But for now, we're focusing on redemption. Directive Theta has one unique case, and that's Ularu Chen. The directive calls for a specialized programmer known as Nyx to investigate her, but he'll need your assistance for an unusual assignment. Ularu has the ability to thwart any investigation, so it's imperative she knows nothing about this directive. Her knowledge and talents are why she's the Chief of Operations, so she is the best equipped to evade detection. Believe me, if this mole slipped past us, it would have slipped past anyone. I won't go into the nature of our practices, but our methods are second to none. Nyx will be giving you a program to run on Ularu's computer that will pull any data needed to prove her guilty or innocent. Your job is to infiltrate Ryujin Tower as an anonymous outsider in order to run this program completely off the books. This means your keycard will be turned off, and the security guards in the building will consider you to be trespassing. We employ over 100 members of our security team who rotate floors and shifts. It's possible you'll be recognized, but even so, my orders will be strict. Authorized security personnel only. And you certainly won't qualify, making you an immediate suspect. If you get caught, the guards will follow standard procedure and lock you up in a cell for questioning. Provided you don't provoke them. And I strongly advise against provoking them. These are your fellow employees. We want this to go as smoothly as possible. Directive Theta requires utmost secrecy for success. We don't know what connections the mole may have, so we can't risk informing our security team. If that's a joke, it isn't funny. We're trusting you to get this job done as discreetly as possible. In the meantime, I'll ensure all non-essential employees, Ularu included, have left the building, claiming routine security maintenance. During that time, I'll be unlocking access to the tower's ventilation system, which you can utilize to help avoid detection. I'm also issuing you a disruptor, which should help in avoiding casualties should a worst-case scenario turn up. Ularu doesn't know about Directive Theta. but she'll fully expect a building closure while we investigate. As far as she knows, it's standard procedure. One that she no doubt has already made accommodations for. This is why we're bringing in a third party. She won't be expecting to go up against Neon's best. And it's also why secrecy is of utmost importance. Not even our own security detail can know, in case the information leaks. It concerns me that you don't know. A disruptor is a non-lethal weapon. Our subsidiary, Arboron, makes an excellent one that I'll be issuing you. It will stun your target, giving you a chance to get away, but you'll only have so much time before the effects wear off. I'm glad I don't have to explain its importance. You'll meet Nix at Madame Sauvage's place. He knows Directive Theta has been enacted.
I've been waiting here for ages.
You know, I needed this. Exploring the galaxy with you by day, investigating the mysterious legal woes of my long-dead spouse by night. Hey, I'm not complaining. Honestly, these have been some of the best days of my life in a long time. I mean that. Vasco never appreciated my humor that much. I was just remembering how I'd pour my heart out to Vasco. So many times. I told him all about Irvin. He showed me a chart of how sad I should expect to feel. Sure, folks from the Lodge, folks from my past. I've got friends when and where I need them. But traveling with you has been different. We're more of a team. It feels stronger. Why not? Trust me, I've talked to way less sentient humans before. Vasco's just fine for most conversations. He was really hoping the visual presentation would help. It did not. Well, we got to point B many times just fine. Top-notch co-pilot. Would recommend him to anybody. Anyway, I'm glad you're here right now because we have things to discuss about Irvin's case. I heard back from my contact. Turns out the witness was threatened until he withdrew his testimony. And thanks to our contact, we now have the receipts. No, my contact does for now. I trust him. We worked together a long time ago. And it depends on what I want to do with all the proof. If anything. Contact has an audio log with the identity of the speaker verified, time-stamped, everything. I tend to agree. It's interesting. Not enough to take it to a lawyer yet. So I know a cyber runner who has accessed corporate archives before. They can dig into the classified archives before we go to a lawyer. We can pay extra for them to use less legal methods to obtain information. But that adds risk. I don't know. I guess that's a good question for a lawyer. That's definitely wise, and absolutely why I'm glad I asked you. I think I can do some digging in public records on my own, so I might. That's much safer. Depending on what they find out, it might be time to talk to a lawyer. I'll see if I can find one. Whew. Taking on Hephaestus isn't going to be easy. And I say this as someone who's fought the Crimson Fleet. Maybe I should study up on the art of cross-examination. Might come in handy at the trial. Objection, Your Honor. I think our lawyer in Gagarin is the right choice. And I win. Wait, does that mean I'm a good lawyer? I caught myself in a paradox, it seems. Anyway, let's go adventure while we wait on the cyber runner to get back to us.
This place always has just the right atmosphere.
What if I just stormed into Benjamin Bailey's office and demanded the job?
You got an appointment? 'Cause if not, consider this area reserved.
What if he doesn't like it? I'd be screwed.
Only when I meet someone for the first time. I like to meet strangers in public for safety reasons. I'm sure you get it. So why not in my favorite bar? Oh yeah, Dalton's little errand runner. I've written up a program just for the occasion, but as Ryujin knows, it's yours for either a price or a favor. While you're snooping around in the tower, I just need you to hit up one more workstation on the way. It's Camden Chose. Just run the same program on the slate I'll give you, and you're good. It's that simple. That's between me and another client. But you can bet if someone wants something in old Camden, it's not because they like him. Let's just say, it's nothing beyond something that Ryujin would do to anyone else.
Oh, sure. We can stop by and threaten some random person that we don't even know. Can't wait to tell my grandkids about it someday.
I hoped you'd see it that way. Like I said with Camden, all you've got to do is run this little beauty. Once you're done, Sure, I can wait. Neon's the only place where my talents are actually respected. You got an appointment? 'Cause if not, consider... Only when I like to meet Wow, nice to meet you too. Good thing you aren't with marketing. I've written up a program just for the occasion, but as Ryujin knows, it's yours for either a price or a favor. While you're snooping around, it's Camden. That's between me and another. But you can bet. Let's just say, it's nothing.
I appreciate that you're taking this seriously, but they will not be loyal to you in return.
Suit yourself. So why don't we get back to that payment? Oh, I'm pretty sure it's not. Ryujin is my second best long-term client. I'm trying to be reasonable here. I do get an awful lot of business from you folks. Alright, you win. No wonder Ryujin hired you. And should he? Nothing's for free, you know. Cost is a given. While you're snooping around in the tower, I just need you to... It's Camden Show. I hoped you'd see it that way. Like I said with Camden, all you've got to do is run this little beauty on Alaru Chen's computer, and the program will take care of the rest. Once you're done, bring the slate back to me at my place. Whatever encryption Alaru has is bound to take some real work, more than my little setup here can handle. It's nice to see you know more than just sneaking around and talking a good game. Here's the slate. I'll be waiting. Good luck with security. Sounds like a delicate situation if you ask me. Of course. It's the perfect arrangement for a man of my talents who enjoys his credits. Plus, I get the added perks of Neon Security looking the other way, not to mention Ryujin Tech. Benjamin Bayou and Ryujin Industries. It's the best relationship that never was. It's really nothing to be impressed by, just a standard program to filter through and copy anything and everything on a person's computer. It's like a glorified backup, but it's also going to run through any network files and find and restore any deleted files, all without leaving a single trace that was ever there. Well, the only one to lay claim to the deed, but after what I went through, I'm pretty sure it's just me. Dalton's the first one to offer up a real challenge. I felt I had to give credit where it was due. Have fun dealing with Ryujin Security.
think about how pointless life is? I do. Good talk. So when do things get fine?